Does that need Arabic language
I
as
know
well?
all about you, darling.
You don't.
All about you,
Anyone has any problem with child marriage? Do you have a problem with child marriage?
Research, you need to research.
Sorry?
What age are you calling a child?
Let's in this occasion say someone who is not believing yet.
She needs to learn Arabic. Learn Arabic. Speak Arabic.
Logically, no.
I'm sorry, you need to reflect on that. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Can I ask, are you over 25?
I'm over 25.
Okay. So as someone who is over the 25, you need to reflect the definition of the child, and you need to reflect if someone is not believing yet they are child or not.
Not if they're a child or not, but in other cultures, if they marry girls but there's no sex, you know, I wouldn't want to judge on that. I mean, I
Okay,
don't
so
believe
you are-
in child rape, but that might not be the same as child marriage in other cultures.
So what is
I
it?
don't know.
Explain it to me in your mind. What is the difference between child rape and child marriage?
Well, that whoever they're married to might not have sex with them until they are of 16 or older. So I don't know.
No, I'm just trying to understand what is your definition of child marriage and child rape. Can you break that down for me again?
Well, I suppose what I'm saying is I don't know. I mean, I come to Speaker's Corner to hear everybody's view on these things because
I'm not. So you need to make your mind regarding is child marriage okay or not?
Other cultures, yeah, I would say. I
So
come
what
here
kind
to
of
make up
culture,
my own mind.
in what kind of culture it is all right for someone in his age to climb top of 5 years old? What kind of culture it will be all right?
I would say that's not okay in my book.
Okay, so it is. So what kind? If it is not okay in your book, in what kind of culture it will be okay?
In British culture, it's
I
happening.
don't know.
I think you are British. Can I spot that from your accent?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
British,
I think it's
yeah.
happening in your history here. Child
In,
marriage.
unfortunately, yeah, it happens.
So
you know,
in what kind of
molestation
culture?
happens
In what
all
kind
over
of
the
culture it
place.
is all right?
I would say it's not okay.
Okay.
Muslims,
What
maybe?
what is your name?
Hazel.
Hazel. My name is Satun.
Yeah, nice
I must express I am very much disturbed that you are British
Yes.
in this beautiful country, that you need to reflect to think if child marriage is okay or not.
Yeah.
I am very much disturbed with that statement. I see that as a concern, okay? And I believe that is not acceptable in any culture. That includes Islamic culture under the child marriage or under the child rape, okay? Child, you give a child lollipop, child will say, oh, thank you, what do you want? Child is not going to able to give her consent for a marriage. Let's say, sake of the argument, 5 years old, give consent to the marriage. Can you imagine, man in his 50s, sir, how old are you? How old are you?
Too old to sleep with a child.
How old are you? Over 50?
Over 50, yeah.
So he's over 50 and he wouldn't have sex with a child.
Can I have a word?
After I finish my conversation, sir? Ma'am? Okay, British woman needs to make her mind up if the child marriage or the child rape okay. She needs to think and make her mind up. See, this great country is messed up. This great country messed up. Ma'am, are you able to respond? Are you able to respond to me?
What was that, sorry?
What kind of culture will make it okay?
No, I mean, you probably picked, someone who's not very opinionated. I'm not very opinionated, so I have a live
What
and
kind-
let live.
so
Not
what
that
kind
I
of
ever think
opi-
it's okay for a child to
Even okay, let me so
What about-
even for you to reflect that, I think that is pretty disturbing.
Right.
And I am not a British. I am
Yeah.
not saying this as non-British who concerned what the British think.
I think it's
would you
just-
say, what are your non-opinionated views on husband to beat the wife?
Well, that's it. I think it's just the term of marriage because we could be talking about different things. We don't know exactly what you mean by marriage or what I mean by marriage. So I wouldn't want to
So
say
in what
it's
kind
not
of relation
okay
in what kind
because
of
someone else-
relationship under the marriage husband has right to beat the wife?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, you
I
don't
don't
agree.
know.
Why?
I don't agree anybody should be able to hit anybody else
Why is that?
because it's an assault. It's an assault on somebody. I don't think that's okay.
Okay, so I believe those are the basic teachings of Islam with the lady who walked away with defend it because it is coming from Islamic sources. Surah 65 verse 4, encouraging to divorce a child who is not believing yet.
Right.
And that's a
I mean,
problem.
right.
And Surah 434, husband can beat the wife. That is a problem. So for someone to being able to have those discussions, no one needs to be expert on Arabic.
I
Those
mean, no,
sources
I
are being
think
translated.
yeah.
But I must express, at Speaker's
Well,
Corner,
just say you probably picked the wrong person because I don't really know about the Quran.
it's absolutely fine.
So I
But
come to listen.
no. It's absolutely fine. But it is your non-opinionated views are my concern right now. You don't have a view, and you're just thinking, oh, in which circumstances it is okay for men to marry and then have a sex with a child. I guess today you would be supporting the grooming gangs since in your mind they are okay. No, then please make your mind. That should concern us, British society, people in this country, British people, seriously have no opinion on is the child marriage okay or not, or is the child rape okay or not. Apparently that changes from circumstances. That should all concern us. When people do not know Jesus, I think that's very, very normal response to receive from people. Yes, sir.
Hi, Hajj.
Just a minute. Can I just? Are you Christian?
No, I'm an ex-Muslim.
Oh, okay, you're next Muslim. I'm just saying, we Muslims do not walk around with anything like that.
Do you
We
think
do
child
not-
marriage is
Sorry, I'm
okay?
talking to the camera.
Okay, go and talk to the camera.